Welcome to the world united. Welcome to the world united.
Okay.
Yep.
So greetings, everyone. Greetings, everyone. Thank you for that introduction. I want to thank everyone who's participating. I want to thank Dr. Ugandhar for bringing us all together. It was very well um, needed. It's very well needed in this day and time with pandemic, and we're all suffering or experiencing a global crisis consciously. The crisis has always been, as long as there is division um, in the minds of people, that is a pandemic. And as far as we're concerned, I believe that's the foundation of humanity's problem, which is believing ourselves to be individual entities. Instead of the expression of consciousness, of the one consciousness playing as individual entities. The recognition of the one consciousness or one great spirit expressing or manifesting as the many, that awareness will automatically stimulate love among human beings. Uh, Believing ourselves to be separate from one another is is the problem. It creates competition, it creates jealousy, it creates envy, it creates division. The old saying, divide and conquer, that was the initial plan of even making us believe ourselves to be separate. From birth, when a baby comes into the world, it doesn't experience, or it doesn't try to interpret the experience. It cannot interpret the experience. It does not know it's a body. It does not know. It can't interpret where it's at and name a place, or even name itself as a person. It doesn't know it has a body. It doesn't know the parent. Everything, its action is spontaneous and automatic, but it's not interpreting the experience as something outside of itself. So when the term being born again, or becoming aware of that state of consciousness, which never leaves, the state of consciousness of just pure seeing, pure awareness, the state of being, the I am principle. I am is a full sentence. It means I exist. But I exist as what? Not just as an individual expression, but as consciousness noticing the expression. And that's what I focus on. That's what I've gravitated toward the most. There is a history there in the play of consciousness. We experience that every day, and wars and the separation of humanity. But the awareness of the true self is the cure for humanity. And so that's what OmniU. That's what everything that I do is pointing to that. Some of the masters that I studied under is Muji, Malachi York, Eckhart Tolle. These were some of the most influential people in my lifetime that pointed me towards divine reality. We call it divine reality. And so the whole chakra experience, aligning your chakra, when your crown chakra is open, or when your third eye is open, as the sister said, when that eye is open, when that single eye is open, the whole body is full of light. When your eye is open, you're experiencing, not just known in a concept, but you are aware of the pure self, which is noticing the expression, the physical expression, noticing thought, noticing emotion. And when you are able to notice thought, notice the physical body, notice emotion, you're able to master it. You're able to master your thoughts. You're able to master your emotions. You're not identifying yourself as a Christian, Muslim, Jew, black, white, purple, green. No matter where you're at, the boundless universe, consciousness or existence is first. Then manifestation is second. So now you could choose what hat you want to put on. I could put on this crown or take it off. I could put on another crown and be something else for that moment. I can put myself in anybody's shoes, because that's the tolerance that the speaker before me spoke of. Because no matter what you believe yourself to be, I'm aware that we're the same. It's, in science, they call it quantum, the quantum state. I'm totally aware that we're the same. So I can sit and listen to what you believe yourself to be. And you believe yourself to be whatever you believe yourself to be based on your education, based on your experiences when you, after you came into the world and your mother or your guardian told you, you started learning the word I. You started thinking that you were this person. And for so long, you believe yourself to be this body, right, with this personality, when you're just, the body is just an expression of consciousness. And your personalities, you pick up personalities, you can put them down. And so your belief systems, you can take a belief, because I went through all the schools of thought: Christianity, Judaism, Islam, Taoism, Buddhism, Egyptology. I went through all those schools and I've lived those, I've had those experiences. So I'm all of that. We're all of that. Even the concept of being in Africa, North America, South America, Asia, before the continental drift, it was one landmass. We were all one. And then through the shifting of the planet, it broke off. And then these places became known as Africa, Asia, Egypt, America, South America, all of that, all those terms help divide us. So when we see the truth of ourselves and we're experiencing, not necessarily just seeing it, but experiencing it by sitting still, that term, be still and know that I am, if you're still enough, you will recognize the pure self who's watching the play of the body, the play of thought, the play of emotion. That's mastering yourself. When you're fully recognizing or experiencing the true self, which is just seeing the expression, the physical plane of life, then you rest in that peace of God that surpasses all understanding. And so the play of life is not, you're not so attached to it. So no matter what happens in it, you just sit there and you watch it. You watch it, you watch the thoughts that try to interpret it and identify it as something bad or good or whatever. You just sit in the neutral zone and just be. It's the state of being, the state of isness. That recognition alone will solve our problems. So thank you for allowing me to share. And I'm here to learn and to experience as much as I can before I make this transition from this physical body to whatever, or to, I won't say from this physical body, because I'm already experiencing outside the physical body, but I'm looking forward to experiencing more of the boundless universe in a physical way. Yeah, so thank you.